On this episode of Pimp My Gun, we're going to be taking a look at the A.R.C M1 launcher in its new aftermarket part, the Crossbar Assault Frame, which increases this launcher's fire rate, explosion radius, and mobility. And to get this thing to its maximum potential, we'll be using these augments and these gobble gums. Let's go test it out. This aftermarket part has the potential to take the M1 launcher from absolutely nothing to somewhat usable in terms of the weapon rankings in this game, because the M1 launcher, very disappointing for a laser cannon. Currently, it's looking like it still does the same amount of damage, but the overheating on it is very fast compared to what it normally is. And back when this was in beta and I first saw the A.R.C 1 launcher, I was excited to bring it into zombies because obviously, you know, laser cannon potentially could be pretty cool to use. And it was not very good. So I'm hoping that with this aftermarket part, we can actually make this into a usable weapon. But it doesn't look like it recharges any shots from what I'm seeing. It's just going down from 10, almost down to 0. Oh, but it did collapse, but it is completely out. And we're on round 2. And I went ahead and hit our loadout information on the HUD because it actually shows how much ammo we're at, or at least the charge of the weapon right there on the gun. So we're going from 100 down to 95. Then down to 85, and down to 80. So it's counting down in increments of 10 and 5 for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't just go from, you know, 100, down 10, down 10, down 10, but math is not my strong suit. And its melee damage is only 75, so nothing amazing there. It's kind of like a battering ram that like sucks. But it did say that it increased the explosion radius on the weapon, which was a big complaint that I had with it, that there was absolutely no splash damage. So looks like that rings true. Definitely more built for taking down enemies as opposed to score streaks. At least I think that's what they're going for with the multiplayer side of things. But even though I'm not seeing a whole lot of improvement currently with it, there's not that much promise. I'm still holding out hope that after Pack-a-Punch we see a much larger difference and we see the new attributes this attachment brings. I hope they're more visible after we go and get it papped, because right now it's not looking too good. Actually, I think just using our melee weapon normally is doing more damage than an actual laser coming out of this cannon, which is insane. This is doing 275, and I think our launcher was doing like 220. Oh, and a pap crystal. Okay, let's see where we're at now. So we're going from 12 rounds or lasers or whatever you want to call it, default, to 24. It doubled. It's looking nice with the pap camo on it. Basically the same as the normal launcher, just upside down. The Australian version. And what's our damage looking like now? 880? Does it shoot any faster? Somewhat. Damage still not the most impressive, but the splash damage kind of looked crazy right there for a second, or at least visually it did. What if we just do this? Okay. Crawler making machine. I feel like this weapon is going to be an ammo mod merchant. But I've been messing around in spawn for too long. We need to start making our way over to the cabin. That way we can grab some melee macchiato, because I feel like not only will it come in handy for when we're out of ammo, just to save our lives, but having on the mugging augment is going to be our way of getting some ammo back for it without having to constantly buy it. Let's see if we can even get power on with this. Oh, it actually took out quite a few spores with one hit. Okay. Maybe this is what it's for. Getting power on fast. Very extremely niche use. And it doesn't look like we can get critical kills with this. I'm shooting the zombies in the head, but it's still doing the same amount of damage everywhere. So I'll be interested to see how much Deadshot affects it and if double tap actually increases its speed. Ooh, and a rare aether tool. Give me that. Okay, now we're up to 1700 damage. Slowly but surely rising up. All right, let's get out of here. I want to go grab double tap as soon as possible. Let's speed run turn this on. Ooh. All the spores. Almost. Ooh, we could probably do that in like 3 or less shots. Actually insane how good it is for destroying those. Okay, so this is our current fire rate. I am just holding it down. I guess you can't hold it down, or can you? Nope. If we tap it, that's about as fast as we can go. And it gets overheated pretty quick. But what if we grab double tap? We're gonna need some ammo first. Zombies. If you could kindly. Okay, there we go. Full on ammo. Now, how fast can we shoot this? Okay, a bit faster. Overheats pretty quick though. Extremely quick. And looked like a long timer once we get that bar full up there. I feel like that's my main issue with a lot of the belt-fed weapons in this game and why I haven't really touched the dual-wield LMGs, is that belt-fed weapons in this game just overheat way too quick. And I was kind of hoping that they'd fix that or at least change it up a bit. Because in BO6 it wasn't that bad, but we're gonna have to pace ourselves a bit. Let's throw Pack-a-Punch on Tessie and make our way on over to the farm. All right, this is our last chance to get this fully optimized. We'll shoot one right here. Okay, that's one shot. Two shot. Oh, we folded. 4, 5. All right, power is on everywhere now. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need PhD sooner rather than later. That way I don't take myself out with this. So let's go ahead and scoop that up. So far, this is not terrible. Not the greatest, but much more usable than it was before. I'll give it that. I wonder if like speed cola or anything would help us with this overheating issue. Because if we get a little too over ambitious with our shots, then we basically just have dead weight as a weapon. Let's scoop up some speed cola. Is it any faster? I don't think so. Oh, an epic aether tool. Perfect. And we got our first real test coming up next round. We should be getting a Zursa. So I'm going to make sure that this is ready. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to legendary. There we go. And do we have enough to throw an ammo mod on it as well? We do. Let's get some fireworks. Man, some armor wouldn't hurt. How much damage are we doing now? Legendary PAP 1. 3,500 or 3,200, I think I saw? Yeah, 3,520. Would definitely like to see a bit more damage, but I guess there is splash damage and all that. Now bring on the Zursa. Where are you? There you are. How much damage are we doing to you? Okay, still the same amount, 3,500. And it actually did not take very many shots to kill. As long as I can hit him. The splash damage is a significant fall off. Going from like 3,500 down to like, what, 900 damage? Even less in some parts. But if you can direct impact them, it's not too bad. And considering we can like direct impact collat, I think we should be focusing on that a little bit more. Is that a dead shot? Give me that. And then we can use a little soda fountain and get our last 2 perks. Or I guess 2 or 3. There we go. That's everything. Now we just need to work on getting this bad boy up to Pack-a-Punch 3. It doesn't look like dead shot affected this at all. We're still doing 3,500. But our elemental should help out a lot for Zursa. To get that extra damage with the elemental weakness going off. We just need to stop being overheated so we can actually hit Zursa. There we go. Ooh. That overheat is actually killing me. Get out of here. There we go. We got enough for pack 2. Let's go ahead and grab that. Come here, Tessie. Thank you. And we are going from 3,500 damage to 7,000. Okay, we doubled it. If we can do 14,000 per hit on this, that wouldn't be terrible. Would, of course, like to see more out of a launcher. Oh, maybe not though, because it collatting is kind of nasty. It's like an extremely accurate hip fire on a like sniper that has splash damage. Okay, I see you, ARC-1. This is significantly better than before, but we are still on baby rounds. I want to see if this can still keep up with Zursa in the higher rounds. At least enough for us to get Doomsteel on it. And if it can handle hordes of zombies a bit better. Now, I know there's no collat limit for snipers in this, but is there a limit for how many zombies we can kill with just one blast of this thing? If we just get all these bad boys all grouped up here, can we take them all out with one shot? Fireworks doing a lot of heavy lifting there, but killed a decent portion of them. Oh, come and get some, Zursa. How you like that? Okay. Liked it quite a bit, because this overheating is so punishing. Holy shit, it lasts forever. It feels like it's almost an entire, like, I don't know, 30 seconds? Maybe like 20. Probably less than that, but it feels like an eternity. You definitely have to pace yourself. What if I throw a decoy and then try to collat them? Ooh. Not as much. Like, we can definitely hit more like zombies with the splash damage and then maybe get a fireworks activation off of it. I still don't know what's best for like going for like a big group like that. So I'm saying you can fire like 3 shots and then you have to give it a second to shoot again if you want to avoid the overheat, which seems kind of decent. Definitely wish it was more. I do not like messing around with the overheat and trying to play around it. Kind of takes the fun out of the gun, or at least max potential fun. But I feel like for its damage output, it doesn't really need an overheat feature in zombies. Like, I don't think it would be absolutely busted without it, because it's not like there's unlimited ammo with it. Like, it's still kind of just all right against Zersa. But we're starting to fall behind a little bit on our damage output, so let's get this to pack 3. And now, how much damage are we doing? Okay, yeah, 14,000. Doubled yet again, but I don't see any perks really boosting its damage. I almost wish that it had the same ability as like the Scorcher in Modern Warfare Zombies, where when you'd shoot the laser, it would kind of like permeate there for a second. Like it does visually, but I wish the damage kind of stayed and we could set up like big laser traps for the zombies. But this with fireworks is kind of huge. But I do kind of want to change around a few augments now that we kind of know how it works to see where we can get the most out of this with. So let's save and quit and go move some around. So since we've seen that there is no reload at all, let's go with quick swap over predestination. For double tap, all non-critical kills doing double damage seems fine. Further increase fire rate, but I'm not seeing double play come into play at all. Let's go with double or nothing, because double caliber specifically mentions bullet weapons, and this ain't shooting bullets. And for dead shot, further increase dead shot to accuracy critical bonus. That is not happening at all, because we can't hit a crit. What about some point blank damage with dead point? I think that's good for our augment changes. Now let's see if that changed anything for us. Let's shoot. I think I saw 17,000 in there. Yeah. Okay, so we are doing more damage now. I think that is our point blank damage going up, potentially. What about against you, Zersa? That's 18,000, 22,000. Little domer. And I'll see you around, Zersa. Happy trails. Let's try this again. Decoy. Yeah, 17,600 pretty consistently. So we did get a nice increase there from just changing some augments around. Oh yeah, we can tell that it's the point blank doing it because from back here, we're doing 14,000. Now I want to see if this does anything. Let's pop a free fire and will allow me to just shoot forever with no overheat. It looks like it. So you can just spam. This is what it should be like already, because the fire rate is not very fast. So this does not seem too busted to me, just having, you know, unlimited shots, no overheat. But don't feel like I should need free fire for that, because this is a lot more fun to use like this. Does it do the same thing with stock option? Let's see. Activate the stock option. Nope. Overheat bar is back and it's filling up quick. Unfortunate. And I'm assuming it's going to work the same way with Frenzied, right? Because Frenzied kind of just works like stock option. Whatever, let's just try it. Activate Frenzied. Yep, there still is an overheat. What about against an Uber Klaus? Can we take you out? Let's see. How are we doing against your little shoulder pads? Not doing a whole lot of anything. We're overheated. Or at least he didn't turn his shield on yet. Come on, buddy. Okay. Shield's up, and we're doing nothing. There we go. Finally broke a shoulder. Can we break the other one? Oh, we actually not... Nope. Never mind. I thought that was me knocking him over. It was Zersa. There we go. Finally broke him out of the suit. Damn. Go away, Zersa. Oh, go away, go away, go away. No! We're back up. And we're out of ammo. Okay, that's our first down. And no ammo makes sure I don't sprint, apparently. Did not like that. Not a cool bug. Especially in the heat of the moment. Zersa, get out of here. Klaus, you're welcome to leave as well. Ooh, okay. Hit him for 32,000 damage there. That must have been like double or nothing on top of Elemental hitting at the same time. That was kind of a nightmare. And we've officially reached the point where zombies are over 14,000 health. So we're not really one-shotting them even with a direct impact. So it might be better to actually shoot at the ground and then try to shoot through all of them. Because we can at least knock them over, make them into some crawlers, and then deal with them a little bit better. But the impact damage ain't cutting it anymore. And it's only round 35. And I'm switching our field upgrade to Aether Shroud. Hold on. I was still shooting it a few times while it was overheated. Can I buffer shots like that? Hold on a second. We might have just found new tech. I'm spamming it as fast as I can. Okay, it's not doing it now. But what if I punch and then shoot? Nope. How did I do that? How are we shooting while it was overheated? Oh, look at me go. Nice little perk mastery calling card. Calling card. So I have to master the English language. Oh, there's Doomsteel. So that means we got infestation on this. And now all there's left to do is to see how high of a round we can get to. Actually, come here, Zursa. I don't think I've gotten a point blank on you yet. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. Not a whole lot right there. There we go, Zursa. I didn't see any bonus there. No double or nothing. But Zursa's asleep, and that's all that matters. Oh, bullshit. What? Is it really a 3-shot kill on a zombie without armor? Not very good. No. And I'm out of equivalent exchange. Okay. Genius play. Oh, shit. Okay, time to tighten up here. Self-revive. So at least we have that. Trap, go. And we're gonna have to War Machine to stay alive. Oh. No, what? Oh, this is stressing me out. Even fucking Ted's getting stressed out. We just gotta really focus on our training here and we'll be alright. Just gotta get the round low and turn the Rampage Inducer off. Or just walk right into a giant crate. Well, don't think we're gonna get too much further there. Honestly, towards the late 30s, early 40s is really where it started to fall off anyways. Once we stopped one-shotting with a direct impact, it was getting rough out there. We're having to use that trap a lot. We're having to use the Garshas, and once we're out of equivalent exchanges, it just snowballed. But honestly, with this aftermarket part, it is a lot better than it used to be, and I wouldn't have even made it close to where I was at without it. So it's got that going for it. It's definitely way more usable now than it was before. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Later.